Thinking about buying a property in the UK? You're not alone. The UK property market is buzzing like a bee in springtime. Home prices are on the rise, fueled by factors like a shortage of supply, the desire for more living space, and a dash of inflation. It's like a perfect storm, but instead of rain and thunder, it's high prices and bidding wars. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all doom and gloom. The market is just playing hard to get. And while the Bank of England might be flirting with interest rates, it's not all about the numbers, it's about you. It's about finding your dream home, that perfect spot for your growing plant collection, or that extra bedroom for when the in-laws visit. So if you're feeling like you're trying to catch a unicorn in this property market, don't fret. Finding yourself in a bit of a pickle? Don't worry, we've got some tips to help you climb that property ladder. Step 1 in our guide to conquering the property market is understanding mortgages. Think of a mortgage as a one-way love letter to your dream home where the bank plays Cupid. But unlike Cupid's arrow, a mortgage comes with interest rates which can make the heart of your monthly payments beat faster or slower. Let's talk about interest rates, the heartthrobs of the mortgage world. They're a bit like the weather. They can go up and down, but the forecast for the next few years suggests they might be on the rise. Now, rising interest rates can be a bit like adding extra stairs to your property ladder climb. They can make your monthly payments higher, meaning you'll need a bigger budget to reach the top. But don't let that discourage you. This is where your mortgage strategy comes into play. You see, different types of mortgages can offer you protection against rising interest rates. For instance, a fixed-rate mortgage can lock in your interest rate for a set period, so even if rates rise, your payments stay the same. It's like having a sturdy umbrella in a financial rainstorm. Now, let's touch on affordability. Think of it as the size of the mortgage shoe you can comfortably fit into. Rising interest rates can make that shoe feel a bit tighter because they can increase the cost of borrowing. So it's important to factor in potential rate increases when you're working out what you can afford. But remember, getting a mortgage is a bit like running a marathon, not a sprint. It's a long-term commitment. You don't have to break the bank in the first few miles. Instead, pace yourself. Plan for the future and make sure you can comfortably manage your payments, even if interest rates do go up. So in a nutshell, understanding mortgages is all about understanding interest rates and affordability. It's about finding a balance between what you can comfortably afford now and what you'll be able to manage in the future. Remember, a mortgage isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Pace yourself. Let's dive into the exciting world of saving for a deposit, shall we? Imagine standing on the precipice of a thrilling adventure. That's what saving for a house deposit is like. It's a journey filled with anticipation, planning, and yes, a certain degree of sacrifice. But it's a journey well worth embarking on. Deposits are crucial in the home buying process. They act as your commitment to the purchase and significantly influence the mortgage amount you can secure. Typically, lenders in the UK require a deposit of at least 5 to 20% of the property's value. The more you save, the less you'll need to borrow and the lower your repayments will be. It's like having a smaller mountain to climb. Now, how can you save effectively for this deposit? Well, it's a bit like training for a marathon. You need a plan, discipline, and a dash of determination. Start by setting a clear savings goal. Knowing the target deposit amount can provide a clear direction for your savings journey. Next, consider opening a dedicated savings account, a bit like a piggy bank, but with interest. Regular contributions, no matter how small, can quickly add up. Think of it as a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small, but with momentum it grows. Cutting back on non-essential expenses can also give your savings a boost. It might be time to bid adieu to those daily gourmet coffees or the premium cable package. Remember, every pound saved is a step closer to your dream home. In the UK, there's also the Help to Buy ISA scheme that aids first-time buyers. For every £200 you save, the government contributes a bonus of £50, up to a maximum of £3,000. It's like getting a pat on the back for your saving efforts. Saving for a deposit might feel like trying to fill a bathtub with a teaspoon, but every little helps. It's like assembling a jigsaw puzzle, one piece at a time. Before you know it, you'll be standing at the finish line, deposit in hand, ready to embark on the adventure of home ownership. Ever wondered how important your credit score is when buying a property? Well, wonder no more. Your credit score is like your financial fingerprint. It tells lenders just how responsible you've been with your money. A high score can open the door to better mortgage rates, while a low score might have lenders tightening their purse strings. So, how do you check your credit score? It's as easy as making a cup of tea. Several online services offer free credit score checks. providing a snapshot of your financial health. So go ahead, take a peek. Now, if your score is more of a whimper than a bang, don't panic. There are ways to spruce it up. Regularly paying bills on time, reducing overall debt, and keeping credit card balances low are all ways to boost your credit score. It's a bit like going to the gym. You've got to put in the work to see the results. And remember, it's never too late to start improving your credit score. Even if you're not planning on buying a property right now, having a good credit score is like having a trusty umbrella. You never know when you might need it. Think of your credit score like your dating profile. The better it looks, the more attractive you are to lenders. Now that you're armed with your savings and credit score, it's time to hunt for your dream home. Buckle up, because this can be quite the roller coaster ride. First things first, where do you look for properties? There's a myriad of options available, from online property portals to local estate agents. Online portals can be a great starting point, giving you the ability to filter by location, price, and property type. However, don't underestimate the power of a good old-fashioned walk around the neighborhood. You might just spot a for sale sign on the perfect property that hasn't made it online yet. Now, on to the importance of property inspection. Think of it like a doctor's appointment for your prospective home. A property inspection can reveal underlying issues that aren't immediately visible, such as structural damage or potential plumbing nightmares. It's better to know about these things sooner rather than later, so you can factor any necessary repairs into your budget or negotiate the asking price. During a property viewing, there are a few things to look out for. First, is the property well maintained? Peeling paint, broken tiles, or a neglected garden could be signs of larger issues. Second, consider the layout and space. Can you see yourself living here? Will your furniture fit? Does it feel like home? And lastly, don't forget about the location. Remember, you're not just buying a house. You're buying into a neighborhood, so take a look around. Visit at different times of the day and try to get a feel for the community. And here's a little tip. Take notes and photos during your viewings. After visiting a few properties, they can start to blur together. Having a record can help you remember the details and compare your options. Remember, buying a property is like dating. Don't settle for the first one you see. It's a big commitment, and you want to make sure it's the right one. So take your time, be thorough, and don't be disheartened if you don't find the one immediately. Your dream home is out there waiting for you to find it. We've covered a lot today, haven't we? But don't worry, you're more prepared than you think. We've journeyed together through the current landscape of the UK property market, understanding its nuances, its ups and downs, and its potential. We've tackled the often intimidating world of mortgages, breaking it down into digestible bites so you can chew over the best options for you. We've also explored the importance of saving for a deposit, not just any savings, but smart savings. Remember, every little bit helps. Whether it's cutting back on those fancy coffees or putting aside a portion of your paycheck each month, your future home is worth every sacrifice. And let's not forget the often overlooked yet crucial aspect of maintaining a good credit score. It's not just about paying your bills on time, it's about demonstrating consistent financial responsibility. It's like a trust badge that lenders look at before deciding to lend you their money. Then we delved into the exciting part, property search and inspection. It's not just about falling in love with a place at first sight, but about looking beyond the surface, asking the right questions, and ensuring it's a sound investment. It's like dating. You have to know what you're getting into before you commit. But let's not get overwhelmed. It's a process, a journey, and like all journeys, it has its challenges. But remember, every step you take is a step closer to your dream home. It might seem like trying to bake a souffle for the first time, a bit daunting and a lot of unknowns. But with the right recipe, the right preparation, and a dash of courage, you'll be savoring the sweet taste of success before you know it. Getting onto the property ladder might seem like climbing Everest, but with the right preparation, you'll be planting your flag in no time. Good luck, future homeowners.